Guardians in the Shadows, RAW, and India's Security. The Research and Analysis Wing, or RAW, is India's external intelligence agency. Founded in 1968, RAW safeguards India's interests beyond its borders. Its operatives work in secrecy, gathering intel and neutralizing threats. They are the silent guardians, protecting India from unseen dangers. RAW's primary function is intelligence collection. This involves human intelligence, or HUMINT, and technical surveillance. The agency also conducts covert operations when necessary. These operations are authorized by the Prime Minister, and their details remain highly classified. RAW's role is crucial in shaping India's foreign policy. Its intelligence reports provide policymakers with a clear picture of global events. This allows India to make informed decisions on the world stage. RAW's work is often dangerous and always secretive. The agency's successes are rarely publicized, but its failures can have significant consequences. This makes RAW a fascinating and vital part of India's security apparatus. Pulwama's wound, a nation reeling. On February 14, 2019, a suicide bomber attacked a convoy of Indian security forces in Pulwama, Jammu and Kashmir. The attack, orchestrated by the Pakistan-based terrorist group Jaish-e-Mohammed, resulted in the deaths of 40 Indian soldiers. The Pulwama attack sent shockwaves across India. The nation mourned the loss of its brave soldiers. The attack exposed the vulnerability of India's security apparatus. It also highlighted the ongoing threat posed by Pakistan-sponsored terrorism. The Indian government vowed a strong response to the attack. The nation demanded justice for its fallen heroes. The international community condemned the attack and called for restraint. However, the memory of Pulwama fueled a collective desire for action. The attack served as a grim reminder of the human cost of terrorism. It also strengthened India's resolve to fight terrorism in all its forms. The Pulwama attack became a turning point in India's fight against terrorism. Whispers in the dark. RAW's intelligence gathering. In the aftermath of the Pulwama attack, RAW swung into action. The agency's mission was clear: gather intelligence on the perpetrators and prevent future attacks. RAW operatives worked tirelessly, following leads across borders and infiltrating terrorist networks. RAW's intelligence gathering efforts focused on Jaish-e-Mohammed. The agency used HUMINT and TechInt to track down the group's leadership and infrastructure. RAW agents infiltrated Jaish-e-Mohammed's communication networks, intercepting messages and uncovering plans for future attacks. The intelligence gathered by RAW revealed that Jaish-e-Mohammed was planning further attacks on Indian soil. The group was also actively recruiting and training new members. RAW's timely intelligence provided the Indian government with the evidence it needed to take decisive action. The information collected by RAW was crucial in pinning down the location of the Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp in Balakot, Pakistan. This intelligence would prove vital in planning the Indian Air Force's retaliatory strike. Eye for an eye planning the Balakot airstrike. Armed with RAW's intelligence, India began planning a retaliatory strike. The objective was clear: target the Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp in Balakot and neutralize the threat. The Indian Air Force was tasked with carrying out the strike. The planning process was highly secretive and involved close coordination between RAW, the Indian Air Force, and the government. The Indian Air Force selected its most skilled pilots and the most advanced aircraft for the mission. The element of surprise was crucial to the operation's success. The Indian Air Force studied satellite imagery and intelligence reports provided by RAW. They meticulously planned the flight path and the strike package to minimize collateral damage. The target was a large complex, housing hundreds of terrorists. The operation was named Bandar Punch, after a mountain pass near Balakot. Everything was kept under wraps to prevent information leaks. The success of the mission depended on complete secrecy.